You are joining the Titanic Lie series, and the clip you're about to see was taken at some type of Titanic convention where they are selling memorabilia, and they are bringing memorabilia to talk about. And this individual in front of you is extremely delighted with his find. In fact, it almost looks like he's high on a drug. But anyhow, it could just be an individual who collects memorabilia and is genuinely excited about the find of this 78 record that has music pertaining to the sinking of the Titanic. Let's listen in as I talk a little bit about how the music industry must have profited from this hoax.
The Titanic is general really, but increased by my brother junking this particular 10-inch 78 record at a car boot sale. I realised that we had something of great value. And we played it several times, they put aside the 78 deck, and then just let it rest.
Sheet music was the popular entertainment of the time. Although they had 78 RPM records, music was much more affordable and many more people could use it. As far as we know, there are about 40 different pieces of sheet music relating to Titanic.
Okay, I think what he said was, as far as we know, there's about 40 pieces of sheet music that were issued and copyrighted in relationship to the sinking of the Titanic. In other words, the sheet music industry profits, and indeed the record industry. At that time, I guess it would have been 78 records, can profit. In other words, people are profiting from a disaster, singing about it. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that here toward the end of this video.
This statue is in Cole, in Lancashire, and commemorates Wallace Hartley, the band leader of the Titanic.
We don't get many heroes in Cole, but I do think that Wallace was one of them. And I think he should be remembered as such. How many people, or men, should I say, would have stayed at his post with the ship was sinking underneath him? He was trying to calm the passengers who couldn't make it a stage of panic, and he tried to calm them with the music, and so did the rest of the band, for the matter. There we have a scene outside the top of Skipton Road Primitive Church, going along towards Common Cemetery of the Police Hartley funeral, and that depicts two trams along Peterloo Road with the people lying in the streets at either side. And on that day, about 40,000 people were in Colne, and there has never been as many people in Colne since that day in 1912.
This is rather an interesting violin. It was made about 300 yards up the road from here in Cole by Seth Lancaster, who was a friend of Wallace Hartley's, and commemorates the musicians on the Titanic. If you look on the fingerboard here, you see engraved the start of the hymn, Nearer My God to Thee, which is supposed to have been played as the ship went down, and on the back we have an oil painting of Wallace Hartley, and above it another one of the Titanic. The violin is known as the Titanic violin.
is number 92 Greenfield Road, Colne. The house where Wallace Hartley was born on the 2nd of June 1878. This is the cemetery, Colne Cemetery, where Wallace Hartley was laid to rest on the 18th of May 1912.
Okay, so what I want to talk about is this. When there's a tragedy, do families and individuals really want to have music composed and sung about the tragedy? Now, I think of when I was a young boy, my uncle was killed in an auto accident, and I was maybe 10 years of age. And I remember my father taking me down to the junkyard to see the car that was smashed in which he was killed. Now, would my family want sheet music composed about this tragic accident that involved my uncle, that created a family where there was a mother with 2 children left to raise? Why is it that the music industry flourishes? Now, I'm going to offer an alternative view, and the view is this. They are conducting worship of death, promoting death. Keep a stiff upper lip, die, play the song, the hymn, Nearer My God to Thee. Well, anyhow, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how the music industry profited from this hoax, and it was a hoax. Thank you for watching this video. End of video.